Hey guys, today I'm talking about something I never thought I'd cover on the channel, and that is Trackmania map stealing. A crime so heinous that very few people even dare to try it. Where what you do is, you take what someone else made and you call it your own. That's me, that's mine, that's my map. I built this, even though you didn't. And at first I thought, what's the big problem? Because the only maps you'd ever want to steal are good maps. And good maps often get a lot of attention by their own merit. People want to play them. And if you try to copy a good map, chances are it won't get even close to the attention of the original. And if it does, then people are going to call you out on it. They're going to notice, oh, you took a popular map, you're a thief. But that isn't always the case. Some tracks do go under the radar. And I discovered this the hard way on my live stream the other day. I was playing something called Random Map Challenge, where you have 1 hour to set as many author times as you can on random Trackmania maps. It can be any map from the map pool of 50,000 created tracks, and the track that I got here, after beating this one, was one that looked a little familiar to me. It looked a little sus.
Thank you guys.
And you'll see my reaction here to this full speed track.
Time is world record. You'd love to see it. Wait, isn't this my map? Didn't I build this? Someone has yoinked my map. I built this for my subwar with Moji. Dude, someone stole my map.
I was so confused at that point because I could not fathom someone actually just took my map straight up. No questions asked. And you can see my eyebrows here. They're just so low. I'm like, huh, what's going on? Well, what was going on? If we have a look at this map here, you can see why I'm confused. It starts out with a booster and a downhill.
You'd love to see it.
Followed by 3 red boosters. Into a platform turn to the right. Into a wall ride. Into another wall ride here. Big platform area. A loop, and a corkscrew to the left.
Someone has yoinked my map.
Now, a few months earlier, I was building a track on stream for my subwar with Moji. And I was just creating a full speed track here with, you know, some of the same elements. I was speed building it to get it done for the event, and let's have a look at the final product. This is the map that I made. So it starts out with a booster and a downhill, 3 red boosters, a platform turn to the right, a wall ride, into another wall ride, into a platform area, a loop, and would you believe it or not, a corkscrew to the left. So yeah, this is not a coincidence. This here doesn't happen by chance, and that guy had just stolen my map. Now, this was not a map that I spent a lot of time on. I speed built it in some 30 minutes and got it done. But if I had spent like 50 hours creating this, I would feel really pissed off if I found out someone stole it and just took all the credit for it and even got some attention, right? Here's a side-by-side comparison where you can see all the same elements. It's a bit too close to be a coincidence, in my opinion. Even using some of the same exact blocks like here, where you have a narrowed road into a loop and so on. Go figure. But this map did get some attention, and it was effectively something he did not create. He did go through the effort of adding scenery, of course, make it look a bit prettier, but this is undeserved, in my opinion. And it's a problem. A couple of years ago, a friend of mine had his map stolen, to an even greater degree, where his original track got 0 awards, and someone had taken some tricks from his map and built a track that got 13 awards. No credits were given, and moderators ended up deleting the stolen track, and people who liked that track ended up going over there and saying, I discovered this map the hard way, sorry about what happened. Map stealing is a big deal. But I did not really think it was a bigger problem than, you know, a few one-off tracks that people were stealing. But 4 days ago, I was watching Twitch on my phone. I was watching the Trackmania streamer Dexter, and he was playing Random Map Challenge. Random Map Survival, rather. where you play random maps and you try to get author times to avoid the timer from ticking down to 0. The longer you survive, the better. And he stumbled upon a map from the same author as the one that built
I don't get the lines at all.
the track that I made. And this track, he immediately noticed it looked like a track of the day from a long time ago. If we look at his initial reaction here,
Completely.
here, I think it is. After this turn, yeah. But just try to get familiar with it. Have a listen.
It somehow looks like a track of the day. Track.
Looks like a track of the day track, he says. Which is the most prestigious tracks you can make if they get added as track of the day in Trackmania. He noticed that, very interesting.
Like not completely, but some parts.
Not completely a track of the day, but some parts are the same. Peculiar. And then me and his chat go back and forth a little bit, and we discover that the track that Dexter is talking about is a track of the day from last summer when water was added to the game. And if you compare the starting area here, where you drive down a bit to the left on plastic,
Nice.
and then you go to the right through a checkpoint,
Okay, so I'm not stupid.
onto a road, and you bounce on the water, onto a platform. If you compare that to the original, which is called Red Pearl Resort, let's see what we see. We see a platform to the left, around to the right, onto a road, bounce on the water, onto a platform. And you can even see that it continues with a road up the hill to a checkpoint, down again, and down into the water. Here it goes to the left, where the original, the copy, I'm mixing up here, the stolen track goes
No.
down in the water and to the right, but effectively, they are the same track. This is another stolen track by the same guy, and I realized we have a deeper issue at hand. If you're not familiar with Trackmania, you might not know this, but the map editor in the game is incredibly complex. You have so many block options that you can create virtually anything that you want. You can just place blocks together and create something that nobody else has done before. If you've ever heard the saying about shuffling a deck of cards, with 52 cards, you can create something like more possibilities than there are atoms in the universe. And here, I think you have like 500, 600 blocks that are normal. So to make the exact same track or very similar track to someone else doesn't happen too frequently. So this is a problem, and I want to do something about it. So I've talked to some developers, and they are now creating some software where we will be analyzing all the tracks available and look for similar ones, similar block combinations, similar track path, to try to find more stolen tracks, because one is a coincidence and two is a pattern, and I believe there are way more out there. So this is a project we're going to be working on. It's going to be coming out hopefully in the near future, and we will see if we can find some more thieves, because not that I care too much, but you know, maybe someone else has had their life's work stolen, and we want to prevent that. But guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this quick little story time, and hope you subscribe to the channel for more content. I'll be right back with another video, and until then, have a good one. Bye-bye. People, hey.